What's up YouTube, Scotty Tradition back with another video. Doing a contest response video for Up North Collectors. Hit 10,000 subscribers, so congratulations to them. That is awesome. Basically, you have till the end of today, which is April 1st, midnight, to make a top 10 video of any kind related to sports or sports cards. So my top 10 video is going to be related to my top 10 best sports card purchases, and this is from a financial standpoint. So my biggest price gainers, if you will. Now I am definitely like 75% collector, 25% investor. So if I buy sports cards, it's because I see some use for it in my collection overall. It fills some piece of the collection, or because it's like a long-term good card to have, in my opinion. I'm talking decades down the road. I'm not talking about something that I'm gonna quick flip in like a few months or even a few years. So keeping that in mind, I think my sports card collection would look drastically different if I only went after cards that I thought had a chance of gaining money in the short term. So, but we're gonna start out with some cards I just happen to have picked up, basically from my collector standpoint, that have went up in value. So number 10 on the list, this is from Panini Pantheon. This is the Legendary Monuments card, and this has Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, and Reggie White. You can see these awesome patches on there, and this card's only numbered 1 out of 2, so pretty crazy. But what's cool about this is just the awesome patches. And as far as Reggie White goes, you actually have a helmet piece there, all game worn stuff as well. And I bought this at a buy it now, I think for about $200, and you don't see these come up like ever. Even there are some in the set that are numbered out of 99. You never even see those come up. Like, I'm not sure what happened to them. I'm not sure if like people just didn't open them all and they're just sitting somewhere or what. But there was one numbered out of 10 that is just pure napkin pieces that sold for $220. So this one's numbered only 1 out of 2. If I had to guess, it's probably somewhere in that $500 to $700 range is what it would sell for, just because you just do not see this group of players together. And, those particular patches numbered out of only 2 is fairly ridiculous. So that's a card I'm probably never going to sell either. It's just such a cool, unique piece. And one that a seller had a very... I couldn't hit buy it now fast enough when he put it up at that price. So picked that up almost probably 2 years ago already, but just a cool piece. Number 9 on the list is the 96 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant. What makes this particular card cool is, it's a Kobe Bryant rookie. What's not to like about it? But, I picked this up for about $300, a couple years ago, and they kind of sell anywhere in that $800 to $1,000 range. After he passed away, prices went like way high. And I know a lot of people were unloading them at that point. Some of them were selling for, a couple $1,000s, even in only a grade of a 9. But I held on to this one, and glad I did. Still pretty good return on investment so far, going from, 300 to that 800 to 1,000 range. Number 8 on my list, the 1952 Bowman Large Bobby Dillon. Just a beautiful looking card here. As far as Bobby Dillon goes, this is a large version. There's also a Bowman small version I have in my collection. But Bobby Dillon made the NFL Centennial Hall of Fame class this year. And so because that happened, his cards have seen a kind of an overnight appreciation for those people that are actually interested in his cards. So I ended up picking this up for $400 roughly, maybe 5 years ago. And this particular card here is, anywhere from that 1,000 to probably 1,500 range in the grade of an 8. So just a beautiful card there. Happy to have it. I thought it was a good deal then, even at 400, but now it's turned into a really good deal. Number 7 on the list, 84 Topps USFL Reggie White autographed card. You can see the autograph grade got an 8. And to find any kind of like Reggie White card autographed on card on this USFL rookie is super awesome and very, very rare. You just don't see him come up. Picked this up a couple years back. seller had to buy it now for 500. Could not hit the buy it now fast enough. Because you just do not see these cards anywhere. You could pretty much put whatever price tag you want on it for the most part. Certainly would probably sell in that 1,000 to 1,500 range easy, just because they just don't exist. You're not going to find one anywhere else. I think this is only like pop 3 or 4 of autos on the card, due to Reggie White's untimely early death. So we got 10, 9, 8, 7. Here's number 6. Is a 05 Topps Chrome Aaron Rodgers rookie. And what's cool about this card is that it's a BGS 10 pristine, and you can see the nice subgrades on there. And as far as Aaron Rodgers goes, that's a pretty low pop for a rookie card. Only pop 10 for the BGS 10s. Now, there was one that just sold. Not super long ago, within the last month or so, sold for about $1,200 or $1,300. So, and I picked this up for about $300 a couple years back. So it was one of those auctions I think just everybody was snoozing on. I think it was around Thanksgiving, and I don't know why people weren't bidding on it, but I ended up just stealing it for like $300. And pretty happy to have it in my collection. That one that sold within the last month, for $12.50, that one I believe would probably sell for more if the NFL was actually in season. Of course, right now we're not in season, and we're in the midst of a pandemic. So I have to imagine it would even go for a little bit more than the $12.50 that it sold for at auction. So either way, pretty solid pickup. So we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Let's go to number 5 on the list. It is the 2010 Bowman Chrome Draft Prospects Christian Yelich autograph card with the quad 9.5s BGS. Picked this card up only about 2 years ago, but I picked it up for about $120. And currently, I'd say $12.50 is probably what this one would go for. Maybe a little bit more. They've come down a little bit over the last month or so, because maybe no baseball and then the pandemic stuff as well. But getting it at a price point of $120, that's a good buy either way. So even if it comes down a little bit, so super happy to have that one. That's number 5. So number 4 on the list is the 52 Bowman Small Bobby Dillon autograph card. Now, I bought this card probably about 2 years ago. I think I paid about $35 or $40 for it. And then, as I mentioned with the other Bobby Dillon card, he made the Hall of Fame. So his autographs on cards of his rookie are extremely rare. And now he's a Hall of Fame autograph. So just like that, you have demand for the card. And there was one that sold it was listed at $2,400 or best offer about 2 months ago. And I've had this one listed for about $1,750 or best offer. As you can see, the card, it does have a fairly good wrinkle through it, but it does have his autograph on there, which is pretty cool. So I have about 7 or 8 watchers on the card. I've had turned down an offer for about $1,000 a couple weeks ago. I think it's probably in that $1,500 range. So, but again, I only paid $30 or $40 for it. So I didn't know Bobby Dillon was going to get into the Hall of Fame, but I'm certainly a beneficiary since he did. So that card is number 4 on the list as far as gainers goes. Next on the list is the 2013 Prism Giannis rookie card. Picked this up for about $55, I think, a couple years back, and currently they're selling for about $1,500. So obviously this card's been rising like crazy lately. Actually got all the way up to like $2,300 or $2,500, but has come back a little bit since the pandemic. So I could see this one creeping back up again after a lot of this stuff is over with. But either way, $55 to $1,500 is a pretty good buy. Here's another Giannis. This is the Prism Auto in a 10. Picked this up around the same time as I picked up the other one, and I want to say I picked it up for about $400. These are selling kind of in that $2,500 to $3,000 range. So pretty good return on investment there. And again, I'm not planning on really selling if any of these cards that are up here at the moment. So That's just kind of what they're worth now, but they mean more to me in my own collection. So let's go to number 1 on the list. This is a card that I've had in my collection for about 5 years now, or so. The 59 Topps Jerry Kramer rookie card in the grade of a 10. I want to say I paid about 4,000 or 3,800, something like that, about 5 years ago. At that point, Jerry Kramer was not in the Hall of Fame yet, and of course, he did make the Hall of Fame, and he got he's the card is only pop 2 anyway, so it's hard to guess what it might sell for. There was one that sold a couple years back, Memory Lane auction, sold for about between 12 and 13,000. And then so that's the other one, and then I own the other one. So who knows? Because when that one sold at Memory Lane auction, that Jerry Kramer hadn't even made the Hall of Fame yet. So since he's made the Hall, and it's still only pop 2, it really is anybody's guess what it might sell for. I'd kind of guess. I'd put a number if I had to guess. I'd put 15,000 and up. So who knows? But either way, it could be 25,000. I don't know who would go after the card, to be honest. But either way, I'm into it for only 4,000. So any number, above 12,000 would be a huge gain for me. And so this card, at the moment, I'm not planning on selling either, just because it's kind of one of those cogs to my collection. But the thought has crossed my mind to maybe grab a PSA 9 of the Kramer, which 9 sell for probably around $700, $800, something like that. And if I were to be able to move that at the right price, I might consider moving it. But at the moment, don't need to worry about that, so I'm not going to worry about that. So yeah, I don't make investment or money in card videos very often, but I thought it'd be kind of a cool to kind of tie into Up North Collectors Contest to do a top 10 biggest financial gainers video as far as my collection goes. So, although it really doesn't matter for me because I don't really plan on selling anything. But it's just, I certainly would rather have cards go up than go down, if you understand that. So, again, congrats Up North Collectors on 10,000 subs. That is a ton of subs. I will never be anywhere near those numbers. But congrats to you guys. You have a great channel. Love what you guys do. And hope you guys all have a great day. And we'll talk to you again soon.